and making games. The is that important? Probably not. The channel stream thingy, the thing with the videos with the thing and an old fat man. No, hang on. Stream channel. The channel where a drunk old man, that being me, makes games. Sometimes. He often talks a lot of bollocks and also plays games. You join me for the ceremonial unbottling of the beer. I've begun to realise that I'm not sure my liver/health can tolerate me drinking beer the entire time I'm streaming. But then I've been doing it 28 days and it hasn't stopped me. So, who knows? Get rich or die trying, as I think Tupac once said. He possibly didn't mean through the medium of pimping yourself out on social media that's intended for people 30 years younger than you, while drinking yourself and your liver into a sort of stupor. This is really annoying. I need better light. I need light that doesn't come from there, so that I'm not obscured by this. But anyway, that is not so relevant. What is relevant, my lovely friends, I just very much confused my computer by trying to access something. But anyway, so at least now you might be able to see my beautiful face without shadow of a microphone across it. By beautiful, I mean barely tolerable even to my mother. So, in short, where do we find ourselves? Well, we find ourselves with me uploading last night's stream. We find ourselves with no viewers, because obviously, and we also find ourselves, if you'll excuse me, getting my phone out my pocket, lagers, so that I can actually see the bloody chat, because for some reason NordVPN completely buggers. So I broadcast on NordVPN so that I can be in the UK, because let's be realistic, most people who are going to want to listen to me are probably going to be native English speakers. Bloop, 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 bloop. Right, good. Anyway, so now, at least, and it's nice to have at least one viewer, that viewer being myself. So, so while I wait for the inevitable avalanche of adulation that I so thoroughly deserve, it's weird, I had a very good week last week, and this week, no one seems even remotely interested in my nonsense. I'm not taking it terribly personally, but I am interested in why that happens. Anyway, whatever. So I shall export yesterday's Bibble Bobble, and I shall add the usual tags. What tags did I use yesterday? I don't know what tags I used. What did I do yesterday? God, what did I do yesterday? Let's look at the git log. That's the old badger. Oh, I generate. Oh, yes. So rescaling. Yeah. So in which? What did I do? Dom rescales the hell. In which Dom, what did I do? My name isn't actually Dom, my name's really William, but don't tell anyone. It's a secret. What did I do yesterday? So I dicked around with some, I added a little bit, I don't know, in which Dom added some parallax goodness. And also made all the numbers make a bit more sense. Bosh, watch live at. Yeah, whatever. If that's what you insist on, that sort of stuff. So I did. You guys know it's kind of that sort of stuff. I don't think I did much of that, but who cares? Doesn't matter. No one really cares. So, fascinating stuff, I'm sure you'll agree. In the meantime, I have a beer. Thank you to the person who joined me for 5 seconds and then decided I was much too old and boring. I don't blame you. I am very old and boring. So yeah. What am I doing? Yes. Oh, I got an itchy face. Not something I want. So I just said, no, God, I'm too clever. Too clever for my own good. It's the music that I basically keep coming back for the music. Is my air conditioning on? No. That would explain why I'm feeling slightly sweaty and kind of that slightly annoying prickly heat sort of sensation, you know what I mean? No one wants this. No one wants this. What I've discovered, or at least realised, probably more realised than discovered, is that there aren't many game dev channels out there at the end of the day. And I imagine it's because it's not that much interesting watching people do game dev, which is probably why most people do YouTube. So I'm slightly unclear why I'm even bothering to do this whole business, but you never know. Maybe one day you'll meet someone interesting. Anyway, question of the day. Everyone needs a question of the day. Question of the day. What am I doing today? That's a stupid question because I know the answer to it. What's a good question? A good question is... I still want to know... I mean, I've written so many good questions and no one's ever answered them. The thing is, I want to talk about things that aren't coding because obviously I'm going to talk a lot about coding because I'm doing game development. So it'd be nice to talk about things that aren't coding. Things that aren't coding include such diverse elements as travel. I'm still interested in people's favourite alcohols, but I mean, I know I shouldn't be because that's quite divisive nowadays. When I was younger, everyone drank, but nowadays a lot of people choose not to, which is eminently sensible. I'm not in any way arguing with that as a philosophical decision on life. But it isn't one with which I can wholeheartedly, vibe, if that's a word. So I need a question of the day. And I think the important thing about having a question of the day is, what is the question of the day? It's a reasonable question. I mean, I still am interested in, how do you perceive... I really want people to actually answer this. How do you perceive AI as a tool? For instance, I don't want to vibe code a game, but then I also feel like I'm doing pointless work by not directing an AI to do stuff I already understand, but not directing an AI to code. I'm doing pointless work by not using an AI for either doing boring stuff or hinting me in the right direction, or pushing me in the right direction. What do you think? How do you perceive it as a tool? For instance, I don't want to vibe code a game, but then I also feel like I'm doing pointless work by not using an AI for either doing boring stuff or pushing me in the right direction. What do you think? I think that's a good question because, I find myself very conflicted by AI, and I would genuinely like to have a conversation with people about this. Maybe I should get a Discord. Maybe I should get a Discord. God damn it. Maybe that should be tomorrow's question of the day. Spoiler alert, come back tomorrow for this fascinating question of the day. Actually, would this sort of nonsense be better suited to Discord? Because I kind of think it would, frankly. Not that I've really ever used Discord other than for playing Dungeons and Dragons during the during COVID lockdown, which I enjoyed enormously, incidentally. With my little brother and all of his mates. He's about 15 years younger than me, and very, very kindly he invited me to join in because I was very, very, very bored. I was living on my own during lockdown. So, anywho. So here we find ourselves. Now, I've got a couple of things, so please read your memory. Now, I know that Claude is not a, what's the word for? A task management SaaS thing, but I am also very lazy. So therefore, while I've only got a few things on the cards, I might just use it. Oh God, we're really... You got 4 itch blockers outstanding. What are we working on? I think I have done a bit of playtesting myself. And would like to add one more blocker. The penguin falls too fast. No, rises too fast. On flap, I think I should also implement a, I think it's called fast fall dynamic on the penguin. Because it's boring. You know, you blump. Ah, now that's interesting because I don't want that. Please do. The problem is that Claude is so eager to help. Although, frankly, it would have been easier just for me to have double-clicked on the bloody thing. I know there's plenty of things to know. The flap blight is not, yeah, the feeling should be submitted, but it could also be there's no for the list. You're already moving up and you flap again. Well, I think this is the problem. I think I'd probably want, I think it feels quite good on the flap held, but I want separate. I want to start with a classic flappy bird flap. So that flap held, oh my god, is an upgrade. But I still want the classic flap to feel better. So something to cap / reduce. Something to cap velocity. Or reduce upwards gravity would work well, I think. Itchy arm, a very itchy arm. Oh, is it? Interesting. Very interesting. I see. I didn't know that that was a thing. Is it? Yeah. God. The thing is, I hate the fact that it has so many opinions, and what's even worse is it's usually right. Sure. Well, let's give it a go as you would suggest, and I can have a little playtest. You see, this is what happens. This is exactly the problem I have. This is why I've got the question of the day, because where's the line? Where do I stop being in charge, and where does it start being in charge? Mind you, I suppose having said that, I mean, it all becomes extremely philosophical very quickly, doesn't it, really? I think. I genuinely would love your input on this. I don't know, I'm not happy about this. I'm fairly sure this isn't what I need. Alright, whatever, let's see what it does, though. I mean, if it feels good, it feels good. I don't really care. Alright, what have you done? You see, this is the other thing. I don't actually know what you've done. Well, I don't think this is what I wanted necessarily. Well, I'm gonna see what it thinks, but I'm not happy about this, if I'm honest. I'm not at all happy about this. Firstly, I don't think this is what I want, so I might well just tell it to undo all of this. I think I just want different gravity, because I think I like the flat. Oh, I don't know. Well, let's see. I'm talking a lot of bollocks. Let's see what it has to say, and I will follow its advice. 5 to 8, 15 to 25. All right, come on then. So, but I'm not convinced. I think, as usual, I'm going to regret asking Claude its opinion. This is the problem. It's very good for doing stuff if I know what I want it to do. As soon as I start letting it have any sort of creative control, it's like, oh, this is how everyone else is doing it. I don't care how everyone else is doing it. I'm not making the same game as everyone else. I'm making a different game. Obviously, I have stuff to learn. Oh, it's such a philosophical question. It really is. Like, and what's the point of all of this anyway? Like, if I'm optimizing for actually releasing a game, obviously I should use all the tools at my disposal, such as AI. Obviously I should, if I'm optimizing for a release time. But if I'm optimizing for learning something myself, then I should be, you know, obviously there should be zero AI at all. But then should I not use Google? I mean, at that point, should I get a book? You know, literally of the Unity book. Is there even a Unity book? Probably not. So at that point you start using Google, you know, and then Google's helping you find the right page, and then you have to read all that. So then you're like, well, I could use Gemini, because that then like gives me the potted version of the Google directions of the you know, of the, I don't know, it's complicated. It really is very complicated. Obviously, most people aren't interested in what I think is very interesting, because people keep coming and going. I think this stuff's fascinating. I mean, I also know it's boring to watch. Let's reload the domain for 1.5 minutes, because let's be honest, I'm pretty bored by that as well. So I can understand why people don't stick around for that, because at the end of the day, they just want to see the game bloody go up and down. And to be fair, that's what I want as well. What are you doing? Right, come on. So is this going to feel any better? No, it isn't going to feel any better because I didn't change the bloody numbers. Oh, God. No. So frustrating. I mean, you see, I think I've given it too much. I think I've given it too much control here. Yeah. God, it looks horrible. It really needs more love, this. Right, well, you know, very quickly while no one's watching, I might quickly go to the toilet, because hopefully some people will watch me at some point. No, I didn't do this earlier. I have returned, it's okay, I don't seem to have missed anyone. Right, now look. So we got, now what we got? So this said about, well, let's go for 6, and let's go for about 20. Right, not that I'm happy about any of this. I don't want this. This isn't what I want. I know it's not what I want. It's my own fault for bloody talking to an AI. You see, now it's just going to go... Well, it's not working at all. This is all absolute rubbish. Oh, this is awful. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Wow. No, you see, this is the thing, Claude, is you're an idiot. Wow, that's awful. I mean, there's absolutely nothing good about that at all. So let's make this a ridiculous number. I mean, actually, I agreed with the full force, although, I mean, why it isn't just 22. What? No, I don't understand anything. Come on, people, like, you know, integrate with the team. Beep, beep, beep. This is horrible. Not what I wanted. No, absolutely not what I wanted. No, come on. You see, this is the thing, is Claude doesn't understand the difference between a tunnel. Claude doesn't understand the difference between a tunnel. This is absolutely shit. No, you see, because it's not Flappy Bird, Sunshine. No, didn't like that at all. No. Oh, I'm so glad. I love it when I'm right. I knew I was right, but I also don't... I like to listen to my junior members of staff, and I try to consider Claude a junior member of staff. Like, it's just that simple. Very knowledgeable, got a great degree. You know, probably a first, straight out of university. That isn't working at all. It doesn't work within the context of a continuous tunnel. So that's where we differ from Flappy Bird. You see, I don't want your AI viewers favourable newcomers, God, how do I make it not be, like, AI viewers? Alright, this is the second time this has happened to me. How do I copy that? Just don't want to copy it. I don't want to pin it. I don't want to pin to reply. I want you to suck my chuddies. Right, how do I make you die? Right, you're about to get... If you join me now, you will just have to wait while I work out how I am doing something. Don't be like that. Don't be like that. I'm doing something very important. Very important. La ba da ba da ba da ba da da ba da. That's not what I want. I want ads. Why would I put it in the background? Makes the numbers make a bit more sense. That's a much better thing. Alright, fine. Save those changes. If you've joined me now, literally, I just got distracted because that's the sort of thing that happens quite a lot on this channel, just to warn you. So if you don't like watching an old drunk man getting slightly distracted, well, firstly, kill your parents now. But secondly, release your father. Sorry, dark. But in other news, also, don't watch this channel. I mean, seriously, I am an honest man. If you don't like watching someone getting distracted by pigeons, you're definitely watching the wrong channel. Has that thing really been watching me for a whole... That's so depressing. God, that's distressing. That is so depressing. God, that's that is so depressing. So I've been talking to a bot this whole time, have I? Well, whatever. Look, AI viewers, you can... Look, that is unacceptable now. Look, how do I make you not? Content Analytics Stream Manager. How do I say there are certain words that are not allowed? Moderation. Settings. Certain words are not allowed. I don't care about swearing. Swearing's absolutely acceptable. It's the block terms and phrases that piss me off. Well, that's AI view. Well, obviously. I want that. I want it. Oh my god. Are you kidding? Obviously I want that as a sub thing. Oh my god. Absolute rubbish. Right, alright, well hopefully that'll work. God, absolute toss. Right, sorry, I've just been dicking around with making AI bloody bots go away. The whole thing's just so annoying. I mean, you would have thought that if you type in the word AI view into the filtering thing, Twitch would go, oh yeah, AI viewers, that's close to AI view, but no, apparently not. Right, I've just decided, for those of you who've just joined, especially if you don't like AI, you're going to be very excited to find out that I've just told this stupid thing. Yes, I know. You don't need to tell me, you dick. Yes, that's exactly what I... Yes, let's do that. Yes, let's do that. Just revert all changes and start again. Rather than trying to do it from here, which is what it'll do. I don't know why I'm asking it to do it, because it's just going to do it bloody wrong anyway. That's not even what I want. I want less gravity on the upwards force. It's not about... I like... No. Don't do that, yeah. Just do revert. No, look. I'm going to do it myself, you stupid thing. Right, boink. Discard all 2 files. God, it's stupid. I don't know how anyone expects anyone... Like, there's this whole business of like, oh, AI's writing itself now. Is it? Well, we're in absolutely no danger then. I mean, like... If you've never programmed before, I can understand why looking at it is... I mean, it is incredible. I mean, I've programmed for 25 years. It's incredible. Don't get me wrong. Completely can understand why people... Well, it is. It's incredible. I think I want, actually... On reflection, I want mashing it to send it into the ceiling. I think I just want a lower gravity when the penguin is going up against when it's going, and then keep when it's going down. That's exactly what I want. Thank you. So why did you suggest 73 other things, you fuck? Again, also not what I want. This is very frustrating. I think it needs to be more complicated. As usual. I think Claude's being oversimplistic. I think hang on, so what have we got at the moment? If I actually play at the moment, if I'm falling and I press space once, do we go up? Because I think that's the important bit here. Because if so, that's fine. because after the first frame, it's very important. You have to think about this stuff. I'm not making this shit up. Right, so you're falling, Mr. Penguin. Those numbers are now incorrect. Oh god, of course they are. So boring. Why do you take so long, you fuck? You're not going to work anyway because you hate me. Yeah, absolutely. I thought so. I don't know why I bother sometimes. Alright, look. No. Boink. Oh god, what was it? I can't remember what the flap impulse was. What the yep. No, what? Flap impulse was 8. What? It was 11. Now it's 8 for reasons known only to this thing. No, 8. Alright, fine. Flap impulse. You're a flap impulse. Right, good. Now go. Go. Go, my pretty. Go. Fly. Fly like the monkey you are. I don't know why I bother, I really don't. Boink. Okay. Okay. Well, that was hard. Oh, that was hard. Yeah, yes, I remember. Okay, so this works, but then... Yeah. Oh, this is exactly what I want. But with more power on the upswing, so... No, you see, that's annoying. I want the upwards flap to have more... Oh, I don't bastard know anymore. I'm so confused. I don't know. I just don't know. I like the downwards gravity. Oh, look, I like that downward gravity a lot. I just don't want to have to press the fucking up so much to start. So when it's in the right direction... No, you see, when it's... One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think it's more to do with when the thing was last touched. Do I think that? That's an odd thing to think. But then surely that's just about... What am I doing wrong? I'm being stupid. I'm being stupid. The gravity down is fine. But if I do it, then yeah, then up is too much. So I think after the spacebar, is pressed, then gravity becomes a lower number until you naturally hit an apex. I think that's it. And then when you start to drop, gravity becomes a higher number. Okay, that works for me. No, so you're wrong, Claude. For the second time you're wrong. So I don't know why I ask you these questions, because you never know the right answer. You know the syntax, but you don't know the solution. I think that's what I want. So I think after the spacebar, right, I'm going to tell it to do this, because that's my idea, right? You're my witness. As my witness, I've worked this out. From just doing things. That's how freaking brilliant I am. No. Now look here. I don't think it's quite that simple, because then if the penguin is falling faster, the original impulse. I am going to ask its opinion because it does occasionally have good ideas, but I suspect we're going to go with my idea. I don't think it's quite that simple because then if the penguin is falling too fast, actually the original impulse doesn't overcome the negative y. Velocity, then the user experiences a different feel than if it had. I think it would be best if after a spacebar press, then gravity was diminished until such a time as the penguin has achieved its apex, which is, I suppose, essentially achieving going from a positive to negative velocity. What do you think? I don't think it's going to think anything because I think it's too stupid to understand what I'm getting about. I mean, it'll say that it says something, but it'll go, oh yeah, that's a good idea, we'll try that. It's interesting, isn't it? Like, I trust it to say yeah, and I trust it to do the actual thing, but it has absolutely no idea what I mean by that. Well, we'll see. Oh look, well, I like it when I'm taking... Oh, okay, well maybe I'll take it back. One thing, if the penguin is mid-fall in the flare flaps, the impulse might be still moving for a frame or two before the impulse overcomes it. No, absolutely. No, that's completely what I meant. That's completely what I meant. That. Yeah, oh, okay. Well, it's not rising though, is it? Because then how would it go to full scan? Well, other than... No. Because how would... Oh, I love arguing with it. It makes me feel so clever. I know it doesn't even understand. I mean, that's what's so depressing. This is how small my ego is. But I like it to know that I'm cleverer than it, despite the fact that it won't remember that ever. It's just incredible. I mean, this is like how... this is why we have a problem with AI. Is because even relatively cynical, and I would like to think relatively intelligent and relatively experienced programmers such as myself, I still insist on seeing it like a colleague that I have to be competitive with. It's insanity. I mean, like, having said all of this, I'm still going to talk to the fucking thing because I kind of want it to understand. It's such a powerful human emotion. No. Although it does need to understand, because how then rising might never undo. Oh, if it's inside the rising state. Okay. No, actually it might be right about that, annoyingly. So no, because rising would then immediately be undone in the same situation as I mentioned earlier, where the initial impulse isn't enough to reach positive velocity. No? If you understand that. I mean, we're getting very, very abstract here. Good, another 400 tokens just to understand something that to me is absolutely obvious. I know, that's what I said. Yes, please. I think now we're on the same page. I can understand why people get paid money to be Claude nonsensy people. You know, maybe that's what I should do instead. Maybe I should write an entire system that's entirely on Claude. That's something that's actually quite hard, because no one's achieved that, really. I mean, you have plenty of vibe coders who use Claude who just make absolute messes. Oh god, that's all very, very awful. I don't like any of that, but alright, whatever. I'll see if it works, and then I'll look at the code afterwards if it does work. Yeah, it's alright. Alright, let's see. You're putting much too much information into this, and I don't like it. What have you done? Alright, well that's great. Is it 0 to 1? Well, since we've called it scale, you stupid dick, couldn't we, since we've called it scale, couldn't we make it a scale? As in multiplicative of the original of the default. See, that makes much more sense. And again, once again, Claude doesn't seem to understand that sort of thing. The reason I ask is because I'm not so arrogant that I think I've got it right. I mean, I am extremely arrogant, don't get me wrong. No, I genuinely, it's not lack of arrogance, but like one thing I have learned is that I'm often not right myself. And so, it makes sense. Well, I would have said, alright, scale, fine, whatever. Alright, whatever, I don't know what any of that did, but okay, who cares. Right. It's exciting stuff. I'm hoping this is going to make it feel a bit more... While we're at it, and actually this might be useful. Actually, let's just see what that looks like. Alright, 0.4 does sound about actually annoyingly what I was going to suggest to myself, so... doesn't feel like it's quite working. Something's not right. No, I don't want that. I don't want it to be on... No, you'll see. I think it's doing it again. It's doing it on when it's going up. God, why is this thing so stupid? No, something's wrong about this. Ah, so frustrating. I don't know what has to be so stupid. Right, what have you done now, you absolute knob cheese? I don't know, I'm so mean to the thing. It doesn't even exist. Right, terrain generator, underwater zone donor, and of course, Mr. Penguin. Don't need that anymore. Right, so now this is just coming through as a thingy. Fine. So it's all on the Penguin. Alright, so we got rising. So rising is the important. Oh my god. No. What? What? No. What? No. What the hell are you waffling about? If it's rising and the previous velocity okay. Huh. Annoyingly that it does seem to be working. No, that's horrible. It isn't right at all. It doesn't feel good at all, annoyingly. Very frustrating. No, why is this so annoying? Maybe just 0.4 is a bit too much. What? I want it to be higher, not less. That's the bloody problem. Oh! No. Oh. If it's rising, it's a default times the rising gravity multiplier, which is 0.4. Something is very, very, very wrong with all of this. So we press the thingy, rising is true. Then we add a force, which is blah 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 times blah blah blah. Okay. So now if it, so blah 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 comes through, rising is true. So it is rising. Previous velocity is not greater than 0f, so rising is not false. So it's rising, so it gets blah blah blah, which is times the rising gravity blah blah blah. Then why does it feel like that's not working at all? No, this doesn't feel right at all. Alright, let's make that 0.2 and really, in fact let's make it 0.1. Just to make sure I'm not being stupid. Because, let's be honest, there's a very good chance I'm being stupid. Oh dear, dear. No, it's horrible. That is really horrible. No. Don't like that at all. Oh, I don't know. So maybe it's just somewhere in between 0.1 and 0.4. Alright, let's try 0.25. Maybe. I don't know. It's weird, like, because that just felt really too floaty. I don't know, very odd. No, it's not nice. I think it's just wrong. It's wrong. It's wrong. Why is it wrong? God damn it. No, this is not helping anyone. This isn't what I want. No, I don't know why I don't like it, but I don't like it. Oh, that's why I don't like it. Okay, I don't like it because the penguin falls at different... No? What? No. No, I'm so confused. No, because that needs to be parabolic. Obviously, that needs to be parabolic because humans are used to things going in parabolas. Well, they're apparently not, according to game development. Oh, I'm so confused. Yeah, that's definitely the problem, is the lack of parabola is extremely annoying. Well, to be honest, it kind of does... I mean, once you get used to it... Oh, god damn it. Is this entire game completely fucked? I just think maybe... This is very frustrating. So it's not the gravity that's an issue. So the impulse needs to be greater. So the impulse needs to be greater. Alright, the impulse needs to be greater. It just obviously does. I don't like it, but it's a fact. So let's make that back up to 11, and now see what that does. I don't know. I really don't know. God, the thing is, it's annoying, except when it isn't. So you need more control when it's going down. So the faster it's going down, the higher the impulse needs to be. That's the problem. Okay. So that's a separate issue. So when he's going down very fast, I think this is the problem. When he's going down very fast, he needs to actually come up faster. So impulse needs to be a function of upwards velocity. And then I think actually I could get rid of all of that crap. Could I? Because I quite like the gravity. The gravity works quite well. The problem is, as he's coming down, he gets faster. And it's harder to then... So it works well at the top bits. But then, yeah, when you're around there... But then we're back to this bloody business again. Oh, god damn. Who knew this was so complicated? Because I didn't. I think it needs to be a sliding scale. It needs to be a sliding scale. And I think that sliding scale may be related to how fast you are going downwards. I have no idea. Hey, not Chris. How are you? Well, I'm having problems with penguin control because obviously it turns out that just natural physics isn't quite good enough. So like, basically, I want gravity to be fast on fall, but I want it to be, well, I don't know, but I don't know. But then, is it a gravity problem? Is it an impulse problem? There's just so many choices. Because now I've got a different gravity on rise as I have on fall. But, I mean, it's better than it was, but it's not perfect. And I know a game like this will literally live and die on how good it feels to, to control the penguin. I mean, you want it to feel like, it's an extension of your body. And at the moment it doesn't. It feels slightly like you're fighting it at the moment. And that's not to say it'll be easy, but you want it to feel intuitive. And, I mean, I've played this. I mean, I can make it do it, as you can see. Did you see there? I just headbutted the ceiling there, and it's just not quite right. There's just a bit too much power when you're... I mean, I usually headbutt the ceiling rather than the floor. But then if I didn't headbutt the ceiling, I wouldn't be able to get out those floor situations. So what I'm thinking is a kind of higher impulse when you're nearer or when you're falling. Because obviously you'd have to be falling for a while. I think maybe that's it. I think it's sort of, I don't know. I'm also thinking maybe I should have another beer. Anyway, how have you been? So that was quite a long rambling nonsense. $69, dude. Sorry, Bill and Ted. Yeah, because that feels so good. When you get that right, it feels really good. But then you immediately go and headbutt the ceiling, and that feels really annoying. Is it just because I'm shit? I don't think it's because I'm shit. It just feels... The controls are wrong somehow. I asked Claude what it would do, and it came up with 2 ideas, both of which were rubbish. You see, that was really satisfying. I'm very close. What have you been... Oh, which... Yeah, I think basically the thing is I've already got, look, I mean, what have I got here? I've got a rising gravity kind of, I don't know what it's called, a multiplier, but so I've got that against the rising gravity. I've got the flap impulse. What's really annoying is it works really well with the full force because you have such full control. But I don't want the force to be the original. The bird gets a little bit of horizontal movement as you flap to kind of give it a sense of whoop, whoop. But then the camera catches up with it, so like it's more of a jolt motion. I mean, I can make it a bit more powerful. But I mean, really, that's just a function. I mean, at the end of the day, that's a sort of a juice thing. It doesn't, because this times this becomes the Y. I'm not using add force. I'm using add impulse at the moment. So the force isn't. Yeah. So I've got 2 ways of doing it. You can either flap the. So when like the idea is that at some point you get an upgrade, where you go from being an impulse driven. Well, I don't know if it's add force. Let me see. What am I doing? Yeah, add force. Oh no, that. You see that I like. That works quite well, actually. Annoyingly. Yeah, the add force with an impulse. That's what I'm doing at the moment. What? And just calculate the. Yeah, it doesn't work. I've tried that. because you just immediately going from falling to this very sort of like up, whoop. And I thought, well, you know, maybe I could lerp it, but it just doesn't really work. It feels sort of unnatural because you get quite a lot of speed up. And the thing is, because you are in the tunnel, because it's not like a classic Flappy Bird where it doesn't matter if you slightly overdo it. In this, if you're falling and then suddenly you add quite a significant like you know, an upwards velocity, if you're coming down here, then suddenly it doesn't feel like you're coming around the corner. You just suddenly kind of shoot out of it, and you lose that sense of momentum and continuity. And I tried it, and it didn't work at all. It felt very sort of, because, you know, I mean, while this looks a bit like a Flappy Bird, it isn't essentially, because you've got this full terrain, and so I want it to kind of have this sense of momentum and continuity through the entire terrain, and it didn't work. And I don't think that was because, I mean, it was just the concept of, I don't think it was a numbers thing. I think it was the wrong, so I did try that. Force application is apply force on the remnants. Try to switch to that linear velocity line. Well, I know, yeah, no, I mean, but that's the thing, is I want it to be applied to the remnants. I mean, that's basically the prob. Because, yeah, I mean, I'm not sure when you send that message, but yeah, the linear velocity thing, it just didn't really work. It felt too whoop, 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 and then you just would, I mean, like, you think I'm headbutting the ceiling a lot now. I mean, like, it was just, like, as you're coming around the corner like that, it's just permanent. Like this one, you just boink right into the ceiling. You didn't have a choice, because there was no curve to it. So this is basically about finding a really nice curve, because, you know, Flappy Bird is a game where it's about getting through the gaps, but this is about finding a curve, and so it's much more continuous rather than discrete. Sorry to sound like a smart-ass, but I think that's really the problem. And so, you know, with Flappy Bird, it's about, you know, you just have to be at the right level, and so therefore having that, you're like, okay, well, now if I do that, bang, bang. But this is about finding a nice curve through the whole thing. It's more like being a Formula 1 driver. You're trying to find the apex. I mean, it doesn't really make any difference because the linear, the x velocity is constant. But I mean, well, roughly, mostly constant other than juice. Nah, I don't know. It's complicated, this. But I mean, that's what I wanted. I wanted something that felt really. I mean, that's the whole point of this game. The rest of it is nonsense. The whole point of this is to use the fact that I've got a physics degree and I love maths to work out a really nice way of giving you that sense of flow. I want, you know, this is a flow state game. I want you to feel like you're in the flow state, like the whole time, not just when you go through a checkpoint, like in Flappy Bird. You know, each thing is essentially. Well, at the moment it's impulse. So let me show you, because yoink. If I get a penguin, what's the word? So this is what's annoying, is this is just to get this is for beginners. So now if we go to can hold flap and continue. Oh, well, actually I haven't adjusted the numbers recently. Oh, that's too much because I've changed the thing. Oh, that's much too much now because I've changed all the graphics sizes and everything. Annoying. And I haven't got a thing that shows the thing. Wait a sec, let me see what's a better number, because I haven't even done that yet. So, penguin. So you're now on can hold flap. Now you probably want to be about half what you were, because I've doubled the size of my, oh, more than doubled. Probably about a third of the size, so let's go for 50 maybe. Let's see. I should probably have continuous interpolation. What's that mean? I know that is 50. It turns out not enough. Alright, so let's make that 80. What the hell's continuous and interpolate? Oh god, you see, it's very depressing doing all this, because everyone, well, I don't really mean depressing, but no, that's not enough either, so let's go up to 110 maybe. Give me 1 second, because now I'm dicking around with these numbers. Yeah, I'm gonna have to dick around with these numbers now. God, this is actually now harder. This used to be the easy route. Oh god, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna cry. Oh, I bet this has got the stupid different thingy on it though. So, but for master, you would like bullets or hang on, you don't want continuous contingent or CCD. My rigid body should probably have continuous and interpolation. All right, the rigid body on what? On my penguin. Oh right, well, yeah, sure. Okay, what do those do? Per frame update. So is that what you're talking about? Collision detection. Oh, what? Will that stop me from flying through the wall, which has happened occasionally? But that's not gonna... Yeah, okay, fine. Yeah, great. As in quantum tunneling. Yeah, no, I think this is now benefiting... Well, I say benefiting from the gravity changes that I've made. Oh, that's annoying. God, that actually used to feel quite good. Oh, so annoying. The gravity's much too much on that. The gravity is much too much on that. I think I shouldn't be using gravity at all. I'm just being lazy. I should do all the physics myself. You're probably right. I should do it all in an update and my own. I mean, it seems a bit ridiculous to use Unity and then not use its physics system. Oh, I don't know. Actually, that's kind of working. But I think, yeah, I think I've well, it's kind of working. Well, it is kind of working actually. I just need to get back into it. Alright, well anyway, so it works, as you can see, it works kind of a lot easier with this, with the constant force, because you've got complete control over when you're pressing the spacebar. But, although this definitely needs some tweaking as well. It's not quite as satisfying as it was. It's too uppy downy. It needs to be more righty lefty. Maybe that's what? It's fun though. It is actually quite fun. I think there needs to be a maximum up speed. I mean, it's stupid because penguins obviously go equally fast up as they do down, so... Oh, I don't know. I think I will get myself another beer, though. I mean, it does feel a lot better than it did. Whoopa! Anyway. No, I mean, I agree. Can I see what it looks like with debug on? Oh god, what does that do? Alright, what, this button up here? Is that debug? Yeah, that one? Top right, how top right? What, all the way up here top right? That's a lot of top right. Further right. I feel really stupid because I don't know what I'm looking for. Oh, no. This thing. Oh my god. Oh god. Jeez Louise. That thing. I'll toggle your gizmos. That's freaked me the dick out. No. Am I being stupid? There is too much information. Oh my god, you're blowing my mind. Fade gizmos. Alright, what? That's really freaked me out. Just click the main button. I don't know what the main button is. You do have to realise this is the first time I've done this shit in my entire life. That thing. Oh my god. Is that what you're talking about? Oh look, they're things! Oh, this is exciting. I had no idea these things existed. Oh, law. That's a I can... Well, fine. Is that not what you're talking about? This thing... Okay. There, gizmos. Gizmos galore. Oh no. Let's do this small then, shall we? Is that what you're talking... Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Wow. There's a lot of information in there. I don't know what any of it means. Is that what you're talking about? Alright, we're gonna... I mean, this is frustrating. We're gonna have to go through this step by step because I'm obviously being an idiot. Should I... Is this what you meant or should I press stop? Well... You sound like the Y-bird. Well... It is hard to see. I agree with that statement. So there's a background, which I suppose is this... I'm doing a parallax background, which I suppose is this orange thing. Oh. Oh, well, I got... There we go. There's some collision bounds. Oh, whoops. Boink. There, collision bounds. I think those are collision bounds. It keeps dying, of course. There we go. Oh, piss off. Alright, these are the collision bounds. I'm happy with the collision bounds. Collision actually does seem to work. Of every object. What have you been making? Look, you did like I'm just dicking around. Like, really, I'm much more interested in what you've been up to. Because I haven't seen you for a week. What's the kaleidoscope of my player? No idea. This sort box, with a little box around it, which I think I turned into. Oh, that box is bigger than I wanted it to be. No, there we go. Oh, that box is smaller than I wanted it to be. Oh, that's interesting. My box is a bit small. I've been dicking around with the sprite sizes, so maybe that went wrong. I think that's about right. I think a penguin can lose a few feathers, can't it? There we go. That's about right. And its beak can be wibbly wobbly. Why on earth would you take a video? Oh god, do you know what you're talking about? I find it so distressing that everyone else is so much better at this than I am. I mean, I know everyone has to start somewhere. Oh look, it does green things. That's exciting. Does that mean it's actually colliding with things? That's exciting. God, there's so much information. Ah, that's fun. There's a recorder package? That will export your playmates. Oh, fuck off. Are you kidding? What, do I just import that as a thingy-bob? How do I do importing thingy-bobs? Package management, recorder. Are you kidding? Is it called recorder? Because that's what I'm looking for. What time is it? It's 2:20. Ooh. Oh, alright, I'll have that. Alright. So what? What? Say what? What? Ow! Oh, my foot. I just rolled over my foot. Right, good. Well, I'm glad I got that. Now, what do I do with it? Doink. Boink, doink. Doink. None of that makes any sense. Video. No. No, none of those things. Well, anyway, good stuff. Then window general recorder. God, you know all this crap, don't you? General. Am I being dumb? Do bear in mind my eyesight is appalling, and I am also getting very old, and so I read about half the speed I used to. Maybe I need to restart the bloody thing. Do I need to restart it? I probably need to restart it. I also need to go to the loo, and I also need to get myself another beer. Second to last menu item. General performance test report or test runner, or device simulator. I should need to go to the loo. That's perfectly normal behaviour, especially considering the amount of beer I've consumed. I return, give me 1 second, getting a beer. One of the lovely things about my pied-à-terre in Bangkok is the fridge is right next door to the coding station. I did install it. I can show you. Maybe. There we go. Locate it. I don't know what locate means. Well, it's located it. Don't know how to use it, but it's there. Is it there? Is there a searchy for searchy things? Yeah, I'm surprised. Is it what? No, stupid question. Well on it. Not Chiss. Did you not mean not Chris? I think you meant not Chris. I'm fairly sure I've been to your website before and I'm fairly sure it's got an R in it. Alright. Oh, I love it already. You cynic. You know, genuinely, I know people like that. That's fun. That's cool. I like that a lot. That's a lot of fun. So what, your temperature going up is bad juju? Yeah, okay. I mean... You're so American. Fahrenheit. Who uses Fahrenheit? Well, how do you do that? Oh, you're so clever. How do you do all this stuff? God, I really should be doing all this shit myself. Good old not Chris. I wish my name was not Chris. My name's just Dom. Well, it is. My name's William. But... Oh my god, no, I'm not going... Oh, hello. Oh yeah, this is this thing. One day we'll do this together. I'd like to do a jam with you. It'd be fun. Which is your favourite? Tell me which is your favourite. I want to hear your favourite. Which is literally the one you're like, yeah, that was pretty cool. Did it? Shadow detection logic. Oh, really? That's interesting. Yeah, no, I imagine that's quite complicated because it's like, can you not use raycasting? Not that I understand anything about that, but I've seen some stuff about it. Can you use 3D raycast? I don't know, whatever. I did a music video for a friend yesterday. You did a music video? God, I mean, I do have a problem. This makes me very happy. I'm actually not bad at video editing, amazingly. Alright, I'm going to shut this up so that we can hear your... What have we got here? Alright, not to... I mean, you do... I mean, I basically only ask you round to what's the... to distract me. I'd like to make it very clear I do not watch these things. Why am I not hearing anything? Is that your goth? Did you do... Okay, I assume you, amongst your many other skills, you're not, amongst your many other skills, you're not a breakdancer. So I'm assuming you got these animations off some thingy and then shoved them in Blender on your goth guy, yeah? Dude, I'm so angry. Like, I will never be able to do anything like that. I don't want to sound like a dick, but your generation, like, just so much more potential for creativity than mine. Like, we literally peaked at what's the word for? Like flash art. That was it. Ah, dude, I can't know. That's the problem. Is I don't care. I've turned into my mother. I don't want to know. I'm like, yeah, you know what? I'll just pay someone else to do it for me. Like, I just can't be arsed. I literally can't be bothered. I don't want to learn entirely how to use Blender. I'm aware of Blender. I know what it does. I can't do that. I can't do Blender. I just don't want to learn any new skills. It's horrible. Don't reach 50, man. Seriously, being 50 is rubbish. You just suddenly get to the point where you're like... I mean, even this is annoying enough, and I barely even use the Unity aspect of it. I more or less program everything straight into C# with the help of my friend Claude, who's an idiot. Right, anyway, talking of which, what the fuck was I doing? You're very annoying. Well, not, I mean that in a nice way, but you're very distracting, that's what I'm looking for. You are very distracting. No, you see, this is all awful. It feels awful now. No, I don't like it. I don't like having two gravities. I don't like it. I think gravity should be constant in a game like this. I'm not making a platformer. Because in a platformer, you jump. And you want to have some hang time. But do I want to have hang time? I don't really want hang time in this. Actually, what I want is more drop time than hang time. Yes, I think I want my impulse to be relative. This is all annoying as well. Everything's annoying. Do you know that I constantly jump? Well, I'm sure you do. I mean, I suspect you're human, and that's a very human thing to do. No, it's not that. It's just that at 50 you start to think, have I got enough time to actually get to the stage where I'm not putting out bad stuff? I promise you, the midlife crisis is a genuine thing. Not that I want to harsh your buzz. I mean, don't worry about it, but it will happen. And at that point, it's crazy. You kind of get there and you're like, oh, no, I'm never going to be good at that. I will literally die before I get good at that. There are certain things I might get good at, and I even think that I could potentially get good at making computer games. But like, Blender art, it's just, I'm not very good at art. It's not happening. Literally, it's just easier for me to ask someone else to do it. You know, I'm an okay programmer. I can program. So I should be able to, you know, that should be a transferable skill, especially since with this nonsense. Mind you, having said that, maybe I could just use Claude to do Blender for me. I don't know. Oh dear. What am I doing? I don't like any of this. No, I don't like this either. I don't think this is a good solution either, Claude. I think the whole thing's shit. No. What have we got here? Oh, well, okay, well, I mean, it's definitely in there. Whatever. Yeah, but how long would your dad last? It's a fair point. Oh, you'll be your dad one day. I mean, you've got two choices. You get old or you die. Those are your choices. I hate to, like, be a dick. Oh, really? Your dad? Actually, you know, honestly, my dad's hardcore as well. Yeah, and he's 76 as well. No, seriously, my dad spends like 5 hours a day in the garden. God damn it, you're right. I don't mean that you'll turn into a dad. I mean, thank you for sharing. I've had a vasectomy as well. You're how old? You're only like 35 though, aren't you? Gosh, that's ballsy. I asked to get a vasectomy at 30, and the doctor said, no, you're too young. So then I finally got around to it at 47. I mean, having said that, in the time, I did have 2 children. So, I mean, admittedly with a lesbian. But nonetheless, 2 children, got them. They live in England, though, so they're not really my problem so much. They are lovely, though. I don't know, it's weird. Getting old's weird. No, I don't like any of it. I don't like any of it. No. Add recorder package to Unity / work out how it works. No, I should only see that because I'll never read this. Right, so in the meantime, this stuff, no, I don't like any of it. I don't like any of it. You're a naughty, 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 naughty thing, Claude. Actually, to be honest, that was my idea. Claude had the other idea. Yeah, no, well, seriously, well, I mean, now we're here, and it's only you and me on this channel anyway. So, I mean, like, so when you've disappeared. So when I had my vasectomy a year ago, right, and every time I've gone back for tests, they've said, oh, you still got some fucking sperm bibbling about. I'm like, well, after a year. So I went back to the guy who did it. He's like, no, that sometimes happens. I'm like, what? Seriously, after a year? And he's like, yeah, you're probably fine, but it's like, has it worked? And he's like, oh yeah, it's definitely worked. I can feel the scar tissue. I'm like, oh great, lovely. That's exactly what I want. Yeah, oh dude, like literally, do not be depending on it. Is all I'm saying. Yeah. Well, I mean, I live in Bangkok, so I just literally, I mean, it costs what? Genuinely, what does it cost? $20, and you get the results the next day. Just go to a local clinic. So I mean, yeah, pretty, you know. So there's an advantage to living in Bangkok, but you still have to go and, you know, do the whole business with the pod, and no sex for a week and all that kind of stuff, which is all a bit depressing. But I mean, again, at 50, no sex for a week is relatively common. Oh really? I literally walked in. I walked in to the clinic. It cost what? 100 quid? $100 maybe, $120 for the actual operation. Well, I don't blame you. Dude, everyone in the UK is on state insurance. Like, no one has private insurance like you do in the States, or like some people do in the States. Everyone is on state insurance in the UK, so there's, I mean, absolutely nothing to be ashamed of. Like, there are very few things that we feel smug about in the UK, but one of them is our health service. And I find it incredible that you guys have to pay for private health insurance. Same here in Thailand, actually. They have state health, and it's really good. I mean, it's amazingly good. I mean, there's a lot of waiting, but you can literally, it's better than the British one, I would say. Like, if you really want to see a doctor, you get to the hospital at 6 a.m. and you sit there, and then if you're there till 6 p.m, which might happen, they're like, okay, we'll come back tomorrow, but we'll then prioritise you tomorrow. And if you then come at 6 a.m. the next morning, they'll prioritise you, and you will see a doctor within, if you're really determined to see a doctor, you will see one within 48 hours. And that's a specialist. That's not a GP, that's a full-on specialist. you'll see a decent specialist within 48 hours. Yeah, you have to wait. But if you're happy to sit in the hospital, if you're worried enough that you'll sit in the hospital for 48 hours, and then they'll give you an MRI or whatever the hell they think that you need. And this is meant to be a second world country. Crazy. I mean, you wouldn't get that in the UK. You would wait 6 months to get an MRI in the UK. Here, it doesn't matter how poor you are, you will get, if you sit and wait, you will get an MRI in, at worst case scenario, 72 hours. Yes, you have to sit around in a hospital for most of your life, for 3 days, but you will get to see the doctor. So if you're properly worried, you just go and camp out in the hospital, and you will see a specialist and get the stuff you need. It's incredible. Incredible. No, I don't think so, really. I mean, tourism here has always been an enormous thing, and no, I don't really think so. I mean, the reason White Lotus exists is because this is such a classic tourist destination. I mean, it might have a little bit, but not really noticeably. Certainly not to me. I've lived here for long enough. I mean, it did get people talking about tourism in a slightly different way. But, no, I mean, the entire economy is based on tourism, essentially. And that's why so many people here speak English, which is why it's a nice place to live. No, ladyboys is exactly the right term. That is not in any way diminutive, and they're not the same as what you and I would call trans people in the West. Ladyboys are often, well, I don't know. It's. I mean, again, the culture's so different here that there's not really. So as a ladyboy, you would never be seen as a woman here. You would always have a male passport. You can't get a female passport as a ladyboy, even though it's very open-minded. Yeah, no, I mean, well, it's. I mean, a lot of ladyboys are, well, a lot of sorry, I don't mean like a majority, but a lot of ladyboys are, because again, sex work here is a much more, it's illegal, but then legality here is very complicated, and I don't want to talk about it too much because I'll put this up on YouTube and you can get in trouble for talking about this sort of stuff. But what's legal here is a very kind of grey line, and a lot of ladyboys kind of at least partially supplement their income, if not fully. And when I say a lot, I do not mean all of them by any means, but I mean like a good 10, 20, 30% will be supplementing their income in some way through having short-term relationships. And again, I do not mean that as a euphemism. I literally mean maybe like a week or two long relationships with foreigners coming on holiday. So it's being a ladyboy is absolutely not illegal in any way, but you will never be seen as a woman. You will always have a male passport. So you cannot get. So if you want to marry a ladyboy here, and that's the same for trans. So in Thailand, there are people who we would consider more trans in that they just happen to be, they're trans essentially. But there are also people who are ladyboys who very much play off their femininity for partially financial reasons, and that is illegal, but only if it's transactional. Like, for instance, if you have a short-term boyfriend, so you're a ladyboy, you meet a nice foreign guy, he comes over, he's here for 2 weeks, he takes you out for some nice meals, he buys you a bag, a handbag, he buys you some nice clothes, you go on a nice little kind of holiday to one of the islands, and then, once he's left, you sell the handbag, for instance, and stuff like that, and you kind of make some money in that sort of way. That is a very sort of common, that's a very common dynamic. But that's also true of cisgendered women here as well. And again, and it's not the same, there's no, the concept of prostitution here is a very different thing. Because in the West, and my theory is that in the West we have a guilt about sex because of Catholicism and Christianity and the more traditional sort of rabbinic cultures, whereas they don't have that guilt about sexuality here. So sex work doesn't really start from this position of being a dirty thing. It's not necessarily exactly, your parents would rather you became a doctor, but I mean, it's not quite, it doesn't have the same stigma. So I mean, the culture is just so very, very different that it's very hard to then just apply Western ideals. And it's the same with trans / ladyboys again. And there is a difference. There are people here who are trans who wouldn't necessarily consider themselves ladyboys. They'd be quite happy to be called a ladyboy, but ladyboy comes with more provocative, suggestive, potentially multiple partners, sort of. The ladyboy is slightly more like a 1990s style New York gay man, but who's highly feminized and potentially with fake boobs. That sort of, and again, I mean that stereotype, of it being very promiscuous and very sort of like. Anyway, so it's extremely complicated, and again, weed is legal. That is a much more simple statement. Weed is now legal here. It used to be equally complicated, but it is now currently legal. Yeah. But only for medicinal reasons. But like literally, essentially, it is 100% legal. Yeah. I mean, you're not meant to smoke it on the street, just like walking down the street, but you can go into weed bars and quite happily just have a joint in a bar exactly the same way. There are many, many, many palm trees. It's a weird place, this place. Even in Bangkok, there's palm trees. No, absolutely. I mean, I'm just looking out my window now, and there's literally, I love it. Like, I can look out my window over there, and like, there's a motorway intersection, and right in the middle of this intersection, there's just one single palm tree just kind of growing out of it. I eat coconuts every day. I have fresh coconut juice every day, and it costs me, what does it cost me? About 90 cents, maybe, for a like half litre or a pint of fresh coconut water with little strips of the actual coconut. I go down to my lady, she's on the street, she has a little motorbike with a little half. I mean, seriously, this place is so crazy. It's completely different. It's so different. You just can't believe how different it is. It's not just a bit different. It's not like going to Canada. I mean, it is next level shit. It is crazy different. And she's cool. She sits there in her little balaclava in the boiling heat. It's like 35, 36. And they actually wear they wear clothes to keep themselves cool because the clothes insulate the heat out. So she wears her balaclava and she wears a hat, and they don't want to get the sun on them because they're very vain and they don't want to get brown. They like to be white. So, and she sits there in her little hut in absolutely scorching weather. I mean, at temperatures, it would be illegal for you to work in the States by Fahrenheit, by a good 20 degrees Fahrenheit. No, a good 15 degrees Fahrenheit over the legal working temperature, I think, in the States. If your office was that in the States, you could sue your company. So yeah, no, it's crazy. And then she sells me each of these, and she sits there, she buys the coconuts and she scrapes them out. She has a big tub of ice and she just takes the juice, puts it in the thing, puts a few bits of the flesh in, bish bash bosh, it sits in the ice, and then I turn up. I know her. We pay by phones because no one uses money here anymore. Everything's like done with phones, like with a phone app with QR codes. No one uses credit cards. And and I see her more or less every day, and she knows what I want. And when I'm with my girlfriend, she knows we want too. And it's all very. It's like it's a tiny little village, even though I'm right in the centre of Bangkok. I go downstairs. It's a tiny village. I eat in one of 5 places every day for lunch, and again, that's what $130 for lunch, like a really nice chicken rice or a pork noodles or. My coffee is another $1.30. Really nice iced coffee made by my friendly coffee lady. Yeah, no, it's a real vibe here. It's a real vibe. It's very, very cool. You should come over. We go for a drink. I'll take you out. It's really fun. No, it's so different from the West. I mean, in ways that you can't imagine. Because when I was younger, I used to travel a lot in Europe, and then you know, and they speak different languages from me, the French and the Italians. But I travelled there most of my life when I was younger, and then I went to the States, and even though the States is obviously speaking roughly a similar language, I felt the cultural difference was enormous between the UK and the States. You know, culturally it is very, very different, despite the fact that, yeah, as I say, the same language, and we look vaguely similar. And honestly, you know, a lot of the States came out of Europe 250 years ago, a lot of people there. But culturally it is such a different place. And I was like, oh wow, this is crazy. And this is about 30 years ago, I went to the States for the first time. And that felt like such a jump from Europe. And then when I came here, I was like, oh, okay, now I'm playing in the big boy league. I mean, it's just the way everyone thinks is just absolutely, you know, it's not capitalism isn't such an idea. People want to have money, but I mean, literally, oh, you should definitely come out here. It's so much fun, man. No, like literally, like I could like one day maybe I should do it. If like when I've got a few more viewers, maybe one day I'll do a live walk around like my street area, like if people are interested. Because no one, you know, like, you know, in the States, if you had and in the UK, if you had a street shop, a street stall, you would lock up everything at night, right? I mean, just obviously you would. I mean, we all know that. You would just lock it all up. You'd have a bike chain, or put it in a lockup or something. Not here. They just leave their shit out, like tables, chairs, advertising hoardings. It's just all left out. No one's gonna steal it. There is theft here, but not in the same way. Not in the same way that in the UK and the US. Just if it isn't nailed down, someone's gonna have it. Here, absolutely not. The number of times I've left my motorcycle helmet, my wallet. I left my wallet once in a food court. I went back the next day, and I went to, you know, it's a food court I go to a lot, but I went back the next day, and I went up to the people who had given me the food. They were selling sushi, and they're like, oh yeah, we picked it up when we got your food, and they just gave it back to me. And no one else had nicked it, and they knew exactly who it belonged to. It's just so chill here. It is so chill. It's so much less aggressive than the West, in a way. Because everyone just kind of gets on with it. Like, road traffic, right? It's chaos. It is absolute chaos. It is like you've seen in films, right? Like, it's just everyone's cutting each other up. But it's done nicely, right? It's not done aggressively. It's done in a sort of like ant colony way, where even though you're driving aggressively and like getting from A to B as fast as you can, people are just avoiding lights, you know, people go through red lights, all that sort of stuff. But it's not done like, because you're expecting people to do it, and when you do it, you're not being an arsehole. You're just like, you do it cautiously, you do it with thought of the people around you. And somehow it just all works. It's incredible. So, like, in a way, like, everyone's just breaking the law the whole time. But the way that the law is broken is actually much more, I don't know, it's very social. It's a very social anarchy. It's a socialist anarchy, I would say. But there's a dark side, don't get me wrong. There's absolutely a dark side here. I mean, and it's very dark. But if you keep yourself out of trouble, you very rarely see that sort of thing. I mean, you can if you're unlucky, but no, it's a weird place. It's a sodding weird place, man. Although, having said all of this, I've now been at this for, 2 hours, and I've completely failed to solve this problem. Have I really? I've added the recorder package. Oh, God. That's not working either. I'm now thinking that maybe a stronger impulse when with as proportional to a higher downward velocity. Any thoughts? I mean, I only ask it because it might have, you know, it has the internet at its disposal, and I don't. Ooh, what sort of packages? That's exciting. Like Breaking Bad shit. I'm joking. Oh, I do like it when I ask a question that requires many tokens. What time is it? Oh god, it's 2 o'clock. Depop? I don't even know what Depop is. Depop. See, I'm so old. Depop. Oh, nice. Oh, it's based in London, is it? I'm surprised I don't know them. They're probably too young. Huh. Alright, Vinted is more Europe. Okay. I have heard of Vinted. Okay, cool. If momentum is close to 1 and gravity is high, the total that's falling fast could be huge. You want to be aware that when tuning. A cap is an option, but probably not usually tested. When this approach makes gravity multiply idea redundant, pick one. I should overt there. Yeah, let's try that. Yeah. Yeah, let's start again. Again. Oh, vans! They were so big, weren't they? Like, how many did you have? I remember vans. We used to have what was really so big? I mean, there was the UK one, which was what, like White Stuff or something, which I'm fairly sure was UK. Maybe it wasn't actually. Now I think about it. Stussy was massive when I was younger. Everyone wanted a Stussy shirt. Right, now what's this about? What are you up to? I think I've probably confused it. It doesn't matter. Momentum compensation. Oh yeah. Alright, well let's see how this comes into it. So how many did you sell for $2 to $4 each? Alright, I will. So where are we now? Penguin, penguin, penguin. A penguin, penguin, penguin. A penguin, penguin, penguin. A penguin, penguin, penguin. No, you see, that's the thing. I don't think I want it from the minus linear. Maybe I do. I don't think I want it to be. Oh, thank you. Good of you. I don't think I want it to be. What value is press? Well, why have you done that, you new face? Alright, let's see what this does. Buy then. I'm not sure I like this. It's really freaking me out. There's so many buttons and numbers. Talking of which, where's my beer? Beer. Yeah. Whatever. Cheers. Right, what do I need to do? A momentum compensation. Well, I might get in trouble for that sort of stuff. I haven't even added the missed distance juice. I haven't managed to mess with gravity like a god, and yet I haven't, because actually it turns out I'm not messing with gravity at all. Why are you so patronising to me? Good impulse. Solid instinct. Well, let's see what this does. I don't know. Alright, what? Momentum compensation. Let's do momentum compensation. Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. It's the momentum compensation song. Doopy doopy doo. Doopy doopy doo. A doo doo doopy 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 doo. No, this is even more confusing. Oh my god, this is awful. No. No. Well, that's extremely shit. No? What? That has not done what I wanted it to do, it turns out. No. And that number is wrong. Annoying. Oh god. Yoinks. Okay. Can you add something to update the penguin physics every time the when I update, oh god damn it, the public variables on UZM in play mode, because I'm getting bored of this. Yeah, that's exactly what I thought it was gonna be. Good. Love it. Good. Let's do that then. Fish. This is definitely not working. No, something's gone wrong. What are you waffling about? Oh, what the hell? What have you done now, you idiot, stupid thing? I think you went the wrong way, stupid thing. No, you did not. No, it's just wrong. The whole thing's wrong. Ugh, so annoying. No. I don't know why I ever trust this stupid thing, honestly. That I understand. Well, I might keep that. What the hell have you done that for, you weird ass bitch? What? No. You, what the fuck's wrong with you? That's absolutely not what I wanted you to do in any way. That is odd. You see, this is what happens. This is the problem. You go off piste with AI and it gets very, 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 very confused. Very, 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 very confused. So if the value is pressed, we then have a compensation of what? No, I don't want a compensation. I want it to be no. No, I don't think I want any of that. I think I want to just be time compensation Y. How about that for a start? So now we got naught or what? What the hell are you talking about? Oh no, okay, that might work. Fine, let's see what this does. I'm not sure this is going to work, but we'll see. No, it needs it can't be linear, you stupid thing. It needs to be. Oh, I don't know. We'll see. I think this game is going to die on this. That is not doing what I want it to do. It has to be said. Oh god, I'm an idiot. Who knew I was an idiot? Did you know I was an idiot? I knew I was an idiot. I'm an idiot, an idiot, I'm an idiot, an idiot. Alright, penguin. Alright, penguin. Alright, Jericho. Well, that is not working at all. Not what I wanted. Not what Daddy wanted at all. Daddy didn't want that. That has made things very bad. Very, 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 very bad. No. 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 Fine. I've cocked up. As usual, I've cocked up completely. No, that is horrible. There's nothing I like about that at all. No. Awful, awful, awful nonsense. I'm an idiot. No, that's horrible. Yes, I see. I see I'm an idiot. Okay. Alright. I don't think that's going to work either, but we'll see. Well, that's good. I'm glad I've broken that. That's slightly alarming, but I can live with it, maybe? It feels like... no. This, I think, has been an absolute catastrophe from start to finish. Why is this so bad? Why has this been an absolute shit show? Oh, that's kind of quite nice. Maybe thought, no, maybe that's about too much now. I don't want this. I want more of a sort of... I don't know what I want. Okay, I know what I want. I want more of that, but less of that. Okay, that's quite fun. No, it isn't, because that happens. Dagnammit. Okay, so maybe let's take that down to about 17. I've yet to work out if this is actually fun. I find it fun, but then I also like doing cryptic crosswords. I don't know, that's kind of fun. So hang on. So is that now? Oh, I don't know. Was that shit all completely pointless? So what have I got? 0.5. No, I changed that. Oh god, I changed it. I changed it, and I forgot what I changed it to. Oh, I'm an idiot. Or you think, or you might be an idiot. Alright, so that's that. Which basically means that that's all a complete waste of time. That's all very jolly. But now in here, what did I change everything to? I changed it to... I went down to about 2, and that went to about 16, maybe? Oh, I'm such a noonie. Oh, okay. 22. What? Oh. Ah, could I please stop doing that? I need to add the penguin can hold flap. Yeah, 22 is much too much. I thought so. So 16. Oh, weirdly. I don't know. I think this has been an absolute disaster from start to finish, and I'm fairly sure I could replicate it exactly. God damn. I think the problem is here, it's about linear damping. Also, so the penguin still isn't joyous to control. New idea is perhaps to adjust linear damping for up, so it is stronger, and for down. It is useful to be able to fall quickly, since you have no control over that, and I want it to stay that way. So maybe linear damping to stop over excessive upward speed might solve the problem. Let's give it a go. I'm gonna have to do some music as well, I think. Alright, so oh my god. No worries. As long as you fixed it, don't care. Right. Alright, so step one, make sure it does what I think I'm doing. Make sure it does what I think it's doing. Alright. I mean, no, it's just not, it's not fun. It's not fun. It's not fun. I don't like it. What the fuck's going on here? What? No. What the hell's going on? Oh, god damn it. I think I should just start again. This has been an absolute disaster from start to finish today. This really has been a disaster from start to finish. This is awful. What the I mean, this has been an absolute clusterfuck. I don't think that's necessary, is it? It's very frustrating. Well, that's... So, I don't know why that made such a difference. You've got a very big collision box, Mr. Penguin. Well, no, but what? But your collision box is tiny. And yet... What? Huh? What? This seems wrong. No, what? That penguin is I don't know what these things mean. Oh, for fuck's sake. What? Say what? Say what? I mean, what? What? No, but what did you what? No. 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 Now look, I'm very happy I'm prepared to admit when I've made booming mistakes. But that, if I make this smaller, no, Penguin. No, look. Am I being dumb? Oh god, I don't know what any of this shit means. Why is this not working now? God damn it. I'm confused. Oh. I know it's going to be something to do with this shit, because it always does. It's always something stupid. Look, this is the size of the penguin. No, it really annoyed me. That is too annoying. It can't be. I can't have that. I'm not. I think that's working a bit. I'm not. Ow! I don't have to justify it to the thing. I have noticed while playtesting that the collision between tunnel surface and penguin seems not to be on the box collider 2D of the penguin, but rather a rectangle around the whole penguin object. Can you investigate from here? In the meantime, while I think about that, I will go to the loo. Yoinks. Yeah, that's what I've done. What have I been dumb about that? Is it? Oh god, I got itchy back. I'm probably being dumb, but frankly. Oh, I just feel so stupid. That is so much information. Well, that's complicated. God, why is this so difficult? Alright, Pengy. Oh god. How? There must be a better way of doing this. There must be a way to copy this. I'm going to actually, I'll ask Claude. If I make changes in real time. In real time. In play mode. Is it possible to copy them to push into the actual canonical mode? I don't know how to even ask these questions. Copy paste component root. Alright. Right click the component header in the inspector. I don't know what a component header is. Oh, I see. Component header inspector. Copy component. Okay. Now we stop. Boop. Now in the Pengy, we paste component values. Well, I hope we've all learned something today, boys and girls. Look at that. Okay, that's going to make my life a lot easier going forwards. You see, this is the annoying thing about Claude. I mean, it's stupid as all fuck, but my god, it knows everything. It's a bit like a 2-year-old who's read the entire frickin' Encyclopedia Britannica. I don't know why this is so broken though. Oh, because I didn't change that number. Ugh. Alright, whatever. But still, pretty impressive. Alright, so now at least my box glider's in roughly the right place. So now I need some upwards drag. Upwards drag. Your minimum impulse, and your upwards drag is maybe 4. How about that? Oh yeah, baby. Now we are talking, we are cooking with gas. Yes. Oh no. Okay, so maybe a bit more uppy bubbies. No, uppy bubbies. Uppy bubbies. Now I want a bit more flap impulse. I think honestly I probably actually do want it to be 2.5, annoyingly, but maybe with 13. How about that? That is better. Okay, now we are finally beginning to cook a little bit with gas. Okay, I am liking that. That actually feels pretty good. That actually does feel pretty good. I think the drag could afford to be a bit higher though. 6. Oh yes, this is now, oh yes, this is feeling good. Okay, maybe a little bit more impulse, so let's make that 15. Probably need a bit more drag. Oh yes, oh that's feeling nice. Oh, that's feeling very nice. Maybe actually, weirdly, I wish I could. That's good. That is good. That is very good. Oh no. Oh, interesting. So actually, maybe we need that to be more like 3 with so much, because it was feeling quite. Oh, but that's now a bit too much. So now maybe we bring that down to about 14, no, even 13. Oops. No, that doesn't feel so good now. That feels a bit more. No, that does not work. That's interesting. God, these numbers really do matter. 14. Yes, alright, so. Oh, that is genuinely feeling pretty saucy. Mm-hmm. Oh, yes. Up, sir. Still a bit. It's better for going forwards. Going upwards quickly is hard. Although you can do it actually if you're not an idiot. So maybe I'm just being bad at this. Is it possible to be bad at your own game? I think it is definitely possible to be bad at your own game. I mean, and again, to be fair, this is about as hard as it's going to get. It'll start easy on this. Okay. Ah, no. You see, that wasn't allowed. That wasn't fair. Flappy Penguin. Oh, actually, yes. This is actually perfect. That is fun. That is nice. But actually, weirdly, I just want a bit more hysteresis on it, weirdly. Upward drag, minimum speed. Is there no downward drag at all then? Oh, I reckon now maybe there's no... That's not what I wanted though. That's the problem here. The problem is I didn't want there to be no downwards. So we still got the downward linear damping. On the penguin we have the upward drag and we have the downward drag. Alright, what? What was I dicking with? I'm thinking I know, I'm very... Oh god, it's 4 o'clock in the morning. Why is it always 4 o'clock in the morning? Oh my god, this is working really well. I'm actually surprised by how well this is going. Ah, interesting. Could I have done that again? I'm not sure I could have, actually. But that's okay. Oh, so now actually I want this... Oh, fuck me. So I want everything random, or random, to be based on the seed. Because at that point, everything is actually consistent across every run. And if it's consistent across every run, then people can... I'm such an idiot. I play my own game too much. I enjoy it. I actually genuinely enjoy playing this game. Oh my god, that was annoying. I know this isn't terribly fascinating to watch, but I'm enjoying it. I think I may have got the hang of this. Okay, yes. Ah, okay. Okay, this is still quite hard, but... oh! Okay, yes. I think this is pretty good. Whoops, that was me being an idiot. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with the numbers here, this is just me being an idiot. Someone who was a bit more turned on and a bit less drunk and a bit less old could do... Oh! Yes, but again, that was me being a dick. That felt fair, that was just, I just mistimed it. This is good. This is good. This is good. It's slightly annoying, but my wrist hasn't completely given up. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, about 4 taps a second is about as bad as it gets. Yes. Yes. Oh, that... So maybe those long... That's... yeah, like, it's the long ups and downs that are the problem. It is close though, it has to be said. So it's weirdly, it's not the direct, it's not the straight downs that are the problem, it's the long... Oh no, well, I don't know, yeah. No, I don't know, this isn't so bad. Right, did I actually change anything? No, I didn't think I did. If I made that 111. Yeah, that's annoying. One, 2.3 and 0.05 and 5. Let's just check one more time, and then I think I might go to bed, because it is 4 o'clock in the morning. Interesting. Alright, well I think that'll do. So what actually changed if I made? Because I think at the end of the day, I don't think I've actually made any... I think that's 3 hours I've been doing this. Alright, so in short, let's see what this drag actually does. Because I don't know, maybe it has helped. That's now 0, it was 7. Remember, it was 7. Because that felt perfectly natural. Oh wow, that's horrible. Yeah, so the upward drag's really helping. Okay, that's interesting. But maybe it needs to be 6 on the basis we couldn't quite get up hills properly. That's still too little, so maybe it needs to be like 6.75? Oh wow, okay, that really makes quite a major difference, but... That's it! So that needs to be 6.5, which is basically a magic number, but that actually works. Oh, that's annoyingly good. But I'd like that to be just a tiny wee bit more. Oh, I want it to be more forwardy. Ah, this is annoying. So this is now 6.5. So I think the actual drag works well. But I want the impulse to be a bit more, and that to be a bit less. This is much better. So I think maybe the drag could be a bit higher, but then so could the impulse. How about that? I don't think I'm going to be able to get up a thingy now, though. I don't know if it's a strong kind of, you know, a strong this one. Oh, well, that kind of went alright. Oh, maybe. I need about as aggressive as it can get, please. Yeah, with a nasty curve in it. But now I fear I'm going to find myself in trouble if I have to go up a hill quickly, yeah. Oh. Yeah, you see, that's absolutely buggered. I don't know, this is difficult. Maybe that's 8. And this is now... Maybe this is 10. And this is 4. I think it could get up annoyingly. Ah, god damn it, I don't know really. I don't know, there's a lot of flappy flap now. No, it's too much impulse now. God damn it! Nah, damn it! I wonder if I can make it like squared rather than. I mean, physics is my bitch here at the end of the day. What a ridiculous thing I'm doing with my life. Thank you, streamboo.com. Ah, no. Well, I don't know really. I mean, it's not awful. Well, I think I'm gonna have to call that a day because I'm knackered or something else. Can you separate changes out into a sensible set to a logical set of commits, please? Right, well, that got very boring, but no one was watching anyway, so screw you all, you hippies. Well, I mean, I achieved very, very little today, but I do think the game feels better now. It was feeling annoyingly kind of shit. I'm probably going to make it easier, because I don't want people having too shitty a time. But I think basically it is now an achievably... Is it? I don't know, is it? I don't know. It might need some more tweaking. It's probably going to need some more tweaking before this goes live, but I can live with it. That I like. That I like a lot. I think realistically what we have to do is we have to say at the end of the day I don't know really. I mean, it's quite hard, it has to be said. Now I think about it. I don't know, is it? Oh, it's not that hard, I'm just a bit stupid. I mean, if you get it right, it's unbelievably satisfying, and I suppose that's part of the fun, is you want to kind of... I don't know. Anyway, I'll work on it. In the meantime, I think it's only fair to be saying that it's bedtime. We've all done very well. I'm very proud of you. Oh God, I'm very proud of me. I'm very proud of the fact that I didn't use Google once because I've just committed to using Claude. And I think there remains very little to be said other than be seeing you.